This video is going to show you how to access your group calendar and add an event to that calendar. So you are out here in your group page as an administrator. If you need any help learning how to access that, there is a really quick video that shows you how to get to your group. There are a couple places you can access the calendar, either here or over here on the right under features. So if you go here, I did set up a test event, so this is the upcoming events calendar that your members can see when they come out to the group and click on the calendar. You as an admin will have all these other options. So if you want to add a new event or manage your events in any way, you come to admin over here. You click manage events. And this is where you can see the event that I've already set up. Let me first show you the options up here. You can add a new date, which is actually very limited, but it may be something you want to do if you just want to put some quick dates up there for people to save the date and that kind of thing. You can put the name of the event, a very short description. You are limited to how long that can be. You put the date, the time, and if it is a recurring event. And that's all you can do. There's no location information or anything. So that is adding a date to your calendar. And this is only your group calendar. This is not going to show up on the main community for everyone. So if I go back to dates and events, what you may be more interested in is adding a new event, which will give you a lot more freedom. So you can put your name. You do also have a short description, but way down below, I will show you that you have a long description field as well. You can make it visible to signed in members of your group only. You've got your date, your time, your date for display. That would be something like this if I wanted it to be in this format or any other format, because when you put your date up here, it has to be in this format. So you've got some options there, and you don't have to fill all of these things out, or if you want to come in later and add things, you can. None of these are required other than a few that have the little red star by them. So you can put your location, a contact person if you would like. Down here at the bottom is where you can do your description. So here you can put the schedule for the day. You can put a program description, any photos maybe of the speaker's bio, logos, graphics, anything like that can go there. Got a lot of options. And then up here is the registration option. So there's a couple of things you can do. You can enable the RSVP function. Now this does require people to be signed in to RSVP, and all it is if they click RSVP, it says, will you come to this event? And they say yes or no. You get no other information from them. There's no registration form to give you their information. It's a simple RSVP. So you can either say yes, and I want the RSVP list visible only to admins, or you can say, yes, I want the RSVP on, and I want it visible to everyone who comes out here who may be interested in seeing who is coming to the event. So that's the RSVP function. Or up here, you can enable online registration, and this is a broader option here. You can say things like auto-approve registrations, allow a member to register more than one person, that kind of thing, max number of registrants if you have a capacity. So there's some options there. And I'll show you what it looks like from the user perspective here when we're done. You can turn registration on. There will be a registration form that includes more information for the member, which I will show you in a second. And if you don't want the RSVP function on, remember I said that's just a simple yes or no, but you do want the bigger registration to be on, you can say no down here and say you still want your registrant list visible to everyone or only to site admins. You're gonna wanna say no. I want online registration, not the RSVP function, but I want everybody to be able to see who's registered. Or no, I want online registration, but I only want the admins to be able to see. So there's a couple options there. So you can go ahead and set that up. You have online registration instructions if there's anything you want them to know about it. Registration thank you page, you can either use the default or you can type your own. This is kind of a nice touch. You just say thank you for registering for this event. You can put details to kind of remind them of what they registered for, the date, the time, the location, all that fun stuff. And then you come down here, and this is what I showed you earlier. This is your description where you can put your schedule, your speaker photo, anything like that. Come down here and you save it. So I'm going to cancel because I didn't actually create that event, but I will show you my test event from the front end. So if I wanted to go back to my calendar, now this is what any member would see. So they come look at this, they can export it. That's an automatic thing that happens when you set up an event, kind of a nice touch. They can put it on their Outlook calendar and that kind of thing. So I'm going to go to test event just to look at it. Come to our event, that's the only thing I put in the description. If I would have put photos and an agenda and all that stuff, you'd be seeing all that right here. You've got your when, your where, who's your presenter. If I would have entered contact information for a contact person such as myself, that would be here as well. From here, they can register. And this is the registration form. Now, you do not have the ability in this system to collect money or do separate sessions or ask different questions. So this is a very simple registration, but if you're looking to simply get an RSVP from your members for an event that you're having, this is a great option. So you can go ahead and you can see what they can put here. Include my name on the list of registered members. That will only actually happen if you select the option for everyone to see who's registered. If I want to hit finalize, I'm going to say yes. Now this is the default confirmation. But they can print it if they want to, and this is what the user will see. So I am going to go back to groups and get us back in where we were before. I'm going to go over here to admin. I'm going to go to manage events. And under more, you can now manage your registrations. Show all. Now you can see who's registered. So that's pretty cool. You can always print it. If you set it so that they don't auto approve, you may have to come out and approve them. And this is where you would end up doing that. You can view and edit the registration as well if somebody had a change they needed made. So that is how you manage your registrations. You've got the calendar, and over here under admin, you've got manage events, which is where you see your registrations, your events, you edit them, you add new events, and all that fun stuff.